If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Yes, in a sports marketing class. How many of you have been to a sporting event this year? Okay, so the difference, let's have some real fun here. How many have been to a Loyola game? Great. Loyola game, what is their sports marketing mojo inside the arena? What do they do? Somebody help me here. So Sketty Eddie's is a sponsor, right? Down the street, let's just say, or Evergreen or whatever. What can be done in that building for those 2 hours? Now you're all opting in, right? Because you're wearing Loyola sweaters, you go to school here, right? So you're big green, you're all for it. Well, go Hounds, right? What do they do in that building to make money? What do they sell? Anybody, help me. What do they sell? You're in charge of Loyola marketing right now. What do you sell? What's the first thing you have to sell to make money for the university? First thing to sell, what are you selling? Tickets. All right, they're $5. There aren't a lot of them. That's
free, right?
But here's the point. No matter who you are, unless you're in an open field, tickets are limited. You only have so many, right? You can only charge so much. Even if you're hockey, you're charging me too much. So that's limited. What's unlimited? I can't hear you. Advertising. What kind of advertising?
Well, I know like Sketty says advertising, Chipotle.
What kind of advertising?
Well, Chipotle gives out like burritos and stuff like that throughout the games.
Okay.
As announcements throughout the games.
What else is in there? Signage?
Oh yeah, signage.
Signage? How valuable is signage? It's kind of like my radio brand, right?
Depends on how many people see it.
It depends how many people are in there. So that goes back to your tickets, right? Because if you're the Orioles and the place is sitting there empty and you're lying about your numbers and you're saying 15,000 people are coming every night to Southwest Airlines, somebody in Dallas, when there's only 6,000 in the building, and then you times that by 80, and at the end of the year you lie and say 2.3 million people saw the Southwest banner, but there really were only 1.2 million people in there, and half of them were on their phones and weren't even paying attention, never saw the sign. What else do you have in the building during the game?
Signage, we have like announcements.
In-game announcements. All right. Blind, right? Southwest Airlines. Okay, you didn't give me the 800 number. I can't click on it, right? So that becomes less valuable, right? There's no way to track that, right? Free Southwest ticket right now. Everybody clicks, right? But unless it's that, if it's get a $5 off a Southwest flight right now by doing something, right? They've got it nailed because they're big time, right? Caps and the Wizards. When you're in their building now, everything in the building that he sells or tries to sell has to do with that screen in the middle. Text in, I love you, Jen. Happy birthday. Ovechkin, you suck. Whatever, right? People are texting in up onto the screen. But the whole opt-in is if you want to play the game, text caps to 43210 right now to win a $10 card to win a free Chipotle, right? What are they doing? To get your phone number, man. They're opting you in. And that's something that Loyola doesn't have, right? Loyola's just like, if you're in there, they're only really marketing to the 1,200 people that are in there or whatever by giving out free Chipotle, right? There's nothing else outside of that other than the radio broadcast, right? Radio broadcast means Till can listen from downtown, right? Or if there's a TV broadcast.
While he's working here at the school.
Or while he's working, right, going through the school with the headphones on, right? So that's the other arm of this is television, radio, and the broadcast rights for a team like the Caps. But for the Caps, inside of that building, everything in there in the future will always be grab your phone and interact with me. Interact with me. Right now, I'll give you a $25 off your next Southwest flight for everyone in the building simply by texting in or give me your email or tell me who you are, tell me something about you that I can use later to hook you in and roll you out an email, a text, an offer, a deal, a sale, a freebie later. Because once you leave the building, you're gone, right? Once you leave the building, it's all over with. Well, it is for now, unless you come back. You don't come back the next time. But with the Caps, one of the problems that's going on in sports the last 5 years, and I see this in a lot of buildings because I'm a tweeter and I'm a Facebooker. I go into football stadiums now. And how many of you from New Jersey? All right, Springsteen's from New Jersey. I'll give you a pass. Giant Stadium, the new Giant Stadium, had like 178 towers in the parking lot to make these things work. The Ravens games
Oh,
sucked.
Ravens games are the worst.
Ravens
Horrible.
games sucked.
And they said
There's 70,000 people in there. That stadium was built in 1998. It was not meant for 70,000 people to be sending pictures of themselves and streaming video and trying to get the out-of-town scoreboard. None of that crap existed 5 years ago. There were no droids. There were no iPhones. There was no 3G. My wife hadn't laid the Fios in the 4G yet from Verizon. So, as an example, 3 years ago, the Ravens sold Verizon. They sold Verizon a package. I'm sitting in the stadium, and there it is. Text in right now to join our text service to get all the latest breaking Ravens news and offers, right? Because you always have to have the offer, right? And when I went to send the text, it didn't work. I'm looking down. I don't even have one bar. I'm like below a bar. I can't make anything work. So now in a building like the Caps and the Wizards, everything in that building, the mojo in there is, if that thing doesn't work, I can't get your data. How can I give you the $25 card or get you to opt in if I can't get you to opt in, right? So in the future, even schools like Loyola that don't have this gigantic video scoreboard that you're looking at where everybody's texting in love letters and trying to win stuff and trying to get themselves on the screen, kissing their boyfriend or whatever, all of that's going to change because mobile is going to change that. Everything about mobile is going to change that because everything in your life that you're going to get asked to opt into, they want to use your phone. And 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't think most people even thought of that. Certainly the Ravens didn't think about it. They were selling it and couldn't support it. They couldn't support it. But now all the stadiums realize that the future for them with money and with sales and sponsorship is about who are these 70,000 people and how do I get them into my pizza shop? How do I get them to buy an airline ticket from me or a car from me or a burrito from me, right? So things have changed dramatically just in the time you've been on campus here. I'm assuming most of your seniors in the last 4 years, when you walked on this campus, probably none of you had an iPhone or a Droid. And if you had it, it wouldn't have worked anyway because there was no 3G or 4G to support it. So you try to stream a video, you weren't going to get it anyway. Probably you walked on here with a Voyager or some sort of flip phone or a Razor or Chocolate or whatever the names of those goofy phones were that were still 9-digit dialing, or maybe you just got a keypad. And here you guys are walking out of here trying to get jobs. And the entire premise of what he does and what I do has essentially changed. The whole part of it before was, can you get numbers, numbers, numbers? Now it's ROI, ROI, ROI. Because I tell you what, if it's a $25 Southwest gift card on the scoreboard at the Caps game, guarantee to the person, to the hair on your head, they will know how many people opted in, right? So if that thing's up on the scoreboard and it's after some big play and nobody's paying attention to the announcement, the in-game announcement, right? 135 people download that $25 thing. Southwest will say, come on, man, I paid you 150 grand. You got me 125 people. Come on, big deal with that. They want to get 12,000 people in there. They want everybody signing up for the burrito. Because once I give you the burrito, the whole notion is you're going to come in and use it. And someday when you come in to use it, you're going to use it off your phone, and you're going to go, free burrito, give it to me. Boop. They're going to know your name. They're going to know who you are. They're going to opt you in. And then the next month, they're going to try to sell you tacos or get you to buy nachos with the guacamole or throw in a free Diet Coke. You know what I mean?
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.